What is expected of a woman is for her to find a husband. But for a man, he's expected to, get a wife and do the wedding. And after all the wedding, everything, he has to provide for his wife and provide for his family, his children.
I talk to God. That's the only person I can talk to. Every other person is facing a similar problem like I'm facing, or even more problem that I'm facing.
Men's mental health. Man must survive, but at what cost? There's a popular saying in Nigeria, men don't cry, man up, be strong, figure it out. And for generations, many men have lived by those words. From a young age, boys are taught to endure, to survive, to provide, to carry responsibilities quietly, to never look weak. But lately, something feels different. The pressure is getting heavier, the cost of living keeps rising, jobs are harder to find, businesses are struggling. Rent is increasing, fuel prices affect everything, and for many Nigerian men, every day feels like a battle nobody sees. Because while everybody is talking about economic hardship, not enough people are talking about the people carrying that hardship on their shoulders. And that's why this conversation matters, because behind many strong faces, there are silent struggles.
I'm a student, to be honest, so like school and work in general is what's stressing me.
What is stressing any Nigerian man is money now. Everybody is looking for money, but money is not my problem actually. But the situation of the country, when you hear about things like kidnapping, you hear about things like, corruption. Where are we going to in this country? Those are the things that worry men.
The government is what is giving me sleepless nights. I think they are not doing enough to secure our lives and properties in this country. And I hope they will do better than they are doing now.
Like the situation of the country is stressing me in different ways. The ways I can put it is that some men are facing mental health, some are having anxieties, some are having marriage issue, some are facing a lot of struggles and stuff like that. Because everything in this country is already increased. Like the rice price, the beans price, the fuel price, things like that.
What's stressing me the most is to live up to the expectation, because nobody wants to lose or nobody wants to grow up being poor. That's it. So I don't want to be poor.
What don't people understand about men's struggle? The part where they break down on their own, like where they think about things and things they don't express, things they don't say out to people. They be like, just break down.
For me, it's not easy, and if you are told it's easy, like that's a scam.
People don't actually understand men struggling in the sense that you just go about your daily life, you just think that men are equally facing the same thing. You try to now position every man in one state instead of different states. Like now I could be struggling with just normal lack of money. Different person might be struggling with family issues and he's going down health-wise, money-wise, family-wise, and what have you. So people don't really understand that, and they tend to unify the struggles of men together. And then when they tend to unify this thing, it causes problem here and there. People tend to unify problems of men.
Especially here in Nigeria, what is expected of a woman is for her to find a husband. But for a man, he's expected to, get a wife and do the wedding. And after all the wedding, everything, even if the family helps him, he has to provide for his wife and provide for his family, his children. Those are a lot of stress on men generally. Not to talk of maybe when the wife comes, the wife is comparing him to other men. Look at your mates, and then even the mothers to compare. In fact, a man, they say on social media that a man is only because of what a man has that makes him to be loved. I would advise men to take it easy. Always look for the positive in any situation. Try and smile every day. Don't get moody. Don't get upset with your wife. Try and make your wife your partner to understand. Don't marry someone that is materialistic if you don't have the materials. You understand? And just take it easy. Appreciate the little things in life. Appreciate the sky, appreciate the weather, and always stay close to God. Because if you fail, they will blame you. But if you succeed, they can still blame you. You understand?
The answers may sound different, but the pressure often feels the same. For some men, it's money. For others, it's unemployment. For some, it's family responsibilities. For others, it's the fear of not becoming who they hoped to be. And sometimes the hardest part isn't the struggle itself. It's pretending you're okay. Think about it. How many times have you asked a man how he's doing and heard, "I'm fine, I'm good, everything is under control," even when it isn't? Because many men don't feel they have permission to be honest. Not with friends, not with family, sometimes not even with themselves. And over time, carrying everything alone can become exhausting. The pressure doesn't disappear, it simply becomes hidden. But hidden pressure is still pressure. And eventually, it shows up somewhere in anger, in frustration, in withdrawal, in sleepless nights, in burnout, in silence.
I don't think I can remember the last time I broke down, because it is already part of us as Nigerians to break down at any time. It is more like a routine now in Nigeria, because everywhere you turn is one problem or the other.
I honestly can't remember exactly when I broke down, but I know life in general, the situation of Nigeria and the country in general has been a really heavy factor.
I would say maybe like last week. The reason it was because I just feel like everything is not working out the way I want. But I know God is in the process. I know He's working.
The last time I broke down that was really sad was maybe 2-3 years ago. But what I always say is there's always a reason to thank God for. Christianity, there's a part of the Bible that says, in all situations, give thanks. You understand? So it's just my policy. When something terrible happens that other people are supposed to cry and shout, the first thing I always say is, we thank God. Because where there's life, there's hope. That's all we know. Where there's life, there's hope. So no matter what the situation is, just say thank God, and you'll be able to see the brighter side of the situation.
Right now, I feel like I'm in that position of broken down. Like, things are not really going smoothly like it's supposed to be. You know, I'm trying to figure out a lot of things, a lot of dream and everything, but it's not coming the way it's supposed to.
Who do I talk to when life gets hard? I kind of speak to my elder brother because he kind of relate with me most times. Maybe when we just like vibing, chilling and stuff like that, I just let go and let him know what comes up. Yeah.
I talk to God, I talk to my mom sometimes. So I talk to God most of the time. I speak to God.
I talk to God though. Who else? I only talk to God.
I can talk to my spouse, or I can talk to the Creator. The Creator is the better person to talk to. As I said before, is always with an attitude of thanksgiving. So that when you at least, even if everything has gone wrong, you still have your head, Abi. You still have your hand. You still have your leg. There are some people that they don't have their hand, they don't have their leg. You understand? There's always something to be thankful for. So when things go wrong, I talk to my Creator, Baba God.
I talk to God. That's the only person I can talk to. Every other person is facing similar problem like I'm facing, or even more problem that I'm facing if he's a Nigerian.
For many people, getting someone to talk to during hard times is difficult because the truth is, a lot of men don't really have anyone. They have responsibilities, they have expectations, they have people depending on them, but they don't always have a safe place to be vulnerable. And that's dangerous because everyone needs support, everyone needs community, everyone needs people they can speak to honestly. Strength isn't pretending nothing affects you. Strength is knowing when to ask for help. Strength is knowing when to speak. Strength is knowing you don't have to carry everything alone. Maybe that's one of the biggest misunderstandings about masculinity. The idea that being a man means suffering in silence, that asking for help is weakness, that vulnerability makes you less of a man. But does it? The reality is that many Nigerian men are trying. They're waking up every day, looking for opportunities, showing up for people, even when things are difficult, even when they feel uncertain, even when they're tired. And that deserves recognition too, because resilience is not the absence of struggle, it's continuing despite it.
The biggest lie is making money, because some of them it's just to make money. Some of them just strive to make money without even finding their purpose, and at the end of the day they do things they are not supposed to do just to live up to that lie.
Maybe that we are the stronger sex, Because a man and a woman is also equally strong in her own way, and a man is strong in his own way. So a man shouldn't feel that he's stronger than a woman. He should know that a woman also has her own areas of strength. She should look at a woman as a partner to work together with, not to lord it over on. You understand?
You don't need to show your cry to a woman, or you don't need to tell the world your worries. You don't need to tell the world what you go through. But that's a lie. If something is going on in your head, in your family, there's one person you need to trust to voice out, so that it could help release the tense going on mentally or financially. Yeah, if you don't voice out, plenty of people would even think everything is going on well with you, but that's a lie. If you don't voice out, you are going to die. Probably nobody would ever even know your secret struggles.
Maybe the biggest lie is that men must always have it together, that they must always be strong, always provide, always know the answers, always survive alone. The truth is, nobody was designed to carry life alone. Not men, not women, not anyone. And maybe that's where change begins. By creating spaces where men can speak honestly, where asking for help isn't shameful, where emotional well-being matters just as much as financial success. Because being successful means little if you're falling apart inside. As Men's Mental Health Month reminds us, mental health is not a women's issue. It's not a youth issue. It's not somebody else's issue. It's a human issue. And every Nigerian man deserves the freedom to be more than a provider, more than a protector, more than a strong face. They deserve the freedom to be human, to rest, to heal, to speak, to ask for help, and to know they're not alone. Because behind every strong face, there is a real person. And sometimes the strongest thing that person can say is, I need support.